Good morning, everybody. So I bought a motherboard off of Alibaba or AliExpress, I guess, about maybe a month and a half ago. Paid, you can see, $153.73 for a Ryzen 3 motherboard. Because for these laptops, the CPU is soldered to the board, so you can't just go and get a new CPU and put it in your motherboard, and you have to buy the whole thing. So whatever, I bought the new motherboard. Took forever for it to show up. I'm gonna pretend like this is the new one. But this is not. This is the old one. I have the new one inside the computer at the moment running. But that's basically what it looks like. I paid extra because I like to leave all my files on a second hard drive and have my boot drive basically on two different disks. I have a boot drive on one and the files on the other one, so in case that I need to reinstall the operating system, I can just reinstall the operating system. Don't even have to worry about backing files up. And it's nice if you're running VMs because you can store everything on the second hard drive or SSD, whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about trying to transfer files between virtual machines. So I paid, I wanted to get a faster CPU so I could play some games, but also this old guy it can barely run YouTube and Discord at the same time, which is kind of a pain in the rear. I probably maybe once every 1 or 2 days I have to do it locks up and I have to do a hard reboot because the CPU crashes and just locks up. But I paid extra because as you can see, it doesn't have the second SODIMM RAM, and there's a spot, the camera will focus, a spot for a M.2, and this doesn't have it. So I bought another motherboard with a better CPU and the second RAM slot and the M.2, and I got it on Friday. It came in the mail and it is terrible. So on Friday I got the package in the mail, and this is how it showed up. Like, it makes you wonder, like, how the hell did this happen? Why isn't there any, fragile stickers on it? It just came in this little tiny box. Okay, box should be fine, but it's bent to crap. As you can see here, this is how bent the motherboard is, and this is me after I fitted the motherboard into the laptop, and I'm testing it, doing the first boot. As is visible, it's supposed to be the Ryzen 3 CPU. Paid $166 Canadian. That is not what I received. When I run the lscpu command, you can see that it is indeed an Athlon Silver 3050U with Radeon graphics. Now, I was talking to one of my friends about it, and he said he's like, the CPU, they're almost an identical match. It's definitely not as a good CPU, but it's almost the same. Like when you compare specs between the Ryzen 3 that I was looking at getting and this, they're very, very similar, but I still paid an extra $50 for the Ryzen 3, so that's a bit disappointing. Quite a few websites are saying they're not too much different, but I haven't tried to play any games or do anything with this yet. They did get back to me, but they wanted a picture of the CPU, but as it's kind of obvious, this is a very crappy camera. When I tried to take pictures of the CPU, it did not show up. It's illegible. So I might have to go grab the wife's phone and try to see if her camera can pick up the writing on the CPU, but I don't think it will. So we're gonna have to see what's going on with that. Like, I can try it here. I don't think it'll pick it up. I don't think it'll focus. I did try to take some photos already and they didn't work. I think that's about as clear as I can get it. So, my plan was once I got the other motherboard and put it in this laptop, I was going to kind of try to turn this into some sort of home theater PC or media box, something like that. I had an older CPU cooler, or not CPU cooler, but like a laptop CPU cooler with a heat pipe and all that stuff, and I was going to stick it on here. And it's funny because it's like you hang on to something, you keep it for several years, and you never use it, and then you throw it away, and then 6 months later you realize, oh crap, I shouldn't have thrown that away. Now I gotta go try to find something. But it's like this works. It's not a bad system. I've been using it for 4 months now. This A6 CPU, which is what this is. I think it's an A6 96 something, 6994, something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I've forgotten. But it can run YouTube and do things. But once you try to start multitasking between different applications, like I've had to walk up a lot of times and have like Visual Studio Code up, and Firefox and Spotify and Discord. I kind of just nope, not doing it. But it would be not bad for something you 3D print a case for and pop it somewhere like under a TV or behind a TV or something like that, and use it as for something fun. But we'll have to see. It would be really nice if they gave me a refund, not a full refund, but at least refunded the difference. I doubt that they want me to put it back in the box and try to ship it all the way back to China, and then I doubt that's going to happen. But we'll see. I'm going to make an edit to this, or at least finish recording this video probably once I get some more things to say. But so I contacted the store and was talking to them. They had sent me some photos of them testing it before, which I was not aware that they did, but it looks like they tested it. I told him having issues, CPU is Athlon Silver, not Ryzen 3. He asked, can you take a picture of the processor for me to see? And I said yes, and he's like, oh, I saw the picture. Oh, come on, camera. I saw the picture of my testing process. I did send, so he's honest, he owned it, and he's like, can you keep the motherboard? I give you back 50. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. He apologized. I'm terribly sorry. And like I said to him, like, mistakes happen. Like, simple mistake to make. Yeah, I accidentally grabbed the wrong one, tossed in the wrong box. So, yeah, this same day, like, I stopped recording maybe 20 minutes ago and messaged him, and he was like, yeah, like, just was honest about it. So I did send a request for $50. Just waiting his response. He's probably processing right now, but we'll see. They do have a really good like a review, like a score, but I'm like, I don't know how AliExpress scores work. If they're like Amazon, I see lots of scam reviews and things like that, bots on Amazon, so it's hard to know. But they seem to be always, setting up a good. I don't know. They seem to be doing it right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, I got the motherboard put in a few days ago, and I'm just gonna play a game. I always play older versions of Minecraft, but I'm not into the new ones as much. I like the old ones. Just reminds me of when I was younger and played them. I have tested it. I just figured I'd record it. I do know it works and all that stuff, but it does play games. Let's give it a second here. It's a little bit laggy right now. I think it's because OBS, but yeah. So it works. It's using the GPU.
I'm getting, yeah, 15, like just under 60. Without OBS, I'd get a closer to 70. Um, so it works, and this is unmodified settings. This is normal. I haven't touched the settings at all. So it's decent for a computer that's probably doesn't, not really designed for gaming. What I'm getting, but yeah, you can see that where it's just frames just drop trying to load the scenery in the back, but it plays this. I was playing Unturned the other day. It works. Um, yeah. So I'm happy that it works.
So we're just gonna play a little bit Unturned. Just why not? For fun. Um, any computer can run Minecraft, so we'll just try another game. Um, that's one of the only games I actually have. So don't really have too many other games to try out. And this is Linux too, so some games are not going to work that I can maybe get for free. But this, I did turn the resolution down a little bit. Um, I don't actually know what the frames I'm getting right now, but it's very smooth. Like I don't, maybe not very smooth, but it's definitely close to 60. So it runs just fine. I don't have any problems with that. But yeah, it's playing this game. It's running just fine. So I am making this video a few weeks later. I did get the refund from the Alibaba seller or I keep saying Alibaba. It's AliExpress. I got the seller or I got the refund. Um, so yeah, they were very apologetic. I think I already demonstrated that. So yeah, I would possibly buy from them again, depending. I couldn't find this motherboard or any parts for this computer on Amazon. I found some stuff on eBay, but it seems like the lower end configuration of this laptop, which is what I had already, is a lot more popular. So when people were parting these out and selling the parts on eBay, they were almost always selling the old parts, or they wanted several $100s for, you know, the parts I was looking for. So I definitely saved money um, shopping on AliExpress. So I don't know. I guess if you needed to, if you couldn't find it anywhere, I'd recommend it because hey, they did send me a motherboard that works. It was quite disappointing that it was bent. I'm quite surprised that it actually worked for how bent the motherboard was. So that's something to take in consideration. But um, yeah, I I guess go for it if you need to.